Have you ever wondered how to get your students more involved in science lessons? Or how you can get them to think critically and creatively to solve problems rather than just following the steps in a set-up lab experiment? Children need to be nurtured to fully develop their abilities to become real thinkers, to puzzle through problems, to see multiple ways of finding solutions, to gather and weigh evidence, and to apply and test scientific ideas. Inquiry-based teaching allows students' questions and curiosities to drive curriculum. Inquiry is an approach to learning that involves a process of exploring the natural or material world, and that leads to asking questions, making discoveries, and rigorously testing those discoveries in the search for new understanding. Inquiry, as it relates to science education, should mirror as closely as possible the enterprise of doing real science. In this practice, teachers take on a supportive role of encouraging student exploration and thinking, which will help develop their minds so that they can approach new learning creatively and energetically. Teachers should avoid giving direct answers, but focus on asking more questions that may lead the student to figure it out on their own. In a sense, students are learning how to learn. Students have opportunities to develop scientific attitudes, such as perseverance, risk-taking, curiosity, and inventiveness, and they get to take pride in their own discovery. Students are more likely to understand and remember something if they are involved in the learning process.
The inquiry approach has great potential to motivate and excite students, but requires forethought and preparation to implement successfully. Many teachers, however, find it hard to break from their traditional cookbook methods that they are comfortable with. It can be a challenge for teachers to take a more supportive role than directive role. Some questions that teachers commonly have include:
how much guidance should I give? What is my role in an inquiry classroom? What kinds of questions can I ask to facilitate an inquiry discussion? This video follows a student as she works with her teacher and scientists to identify human impacts on 2 sites on Silver Bow Creek. The video is designed to model how teachers and scientists can interact with students to encourage inquiry, the use of the scientific method, and the use of science process skills. Make note that the topic of the science project is not the main concern, rather how the student, teacher, and scientist interact with each other, how inquiry is used and encouraged, and how the student uses the scientific method and science process skills to pursue her project. The video is divided into 6 steps of the scientific method, but this does not necessarily mean that the scientific method should be followed in a strict order. Learning and the scientific method are cycles. It's okay to revisit steps if observations, background information, or ideas change or evolve.
A more detailed overview of this video, as well as definitions of the scientific method, inquiry, and science process skills, can be found in your accompanying print guide. While watching this video, see if you can identify the science process skills being displayed and ways that you can incorporate inquiry into your own lessons and classroom.